but just like starting out every year, decided to go back to basics today because I had a very interesting meeting with a client yesterday. The interesting thing about it was the client came in, classic situation, about 3 people together in a company. They want to deal with, what do they deal with each other in a buy-sell agreement? It's the classic thing when you have people in a company together. What do you do when one of them leaves? What do you want to take off? Anything like that. How do you deal with the purchases? And I started going through the entire process, and I realized stepping back and going through the entire framework is a good thing. I mean, everyone likes diving into the details and doing all the tax wonk speak and whatever, but in truth, you got to be careful not to let the tax tail wag the dog, although there's significant tax points. But on the other hand, it's a great come-together moment in dealing with the people. So I'm going to use the whatever amount of time we have today to sort of talk about the basics of when you're dealing with a buy-sell agreement. The first thing that we tell clients again and again, they come in, they say, oh, I want to have an agreement where the company will buy back the stock of one of the principals in the event something happens. And okay, and I used James Madison's quote back. I said, I have a problem because I'm tripping on the threshold. And basically you have to stop with people and say, wait a minute, why do you want the company to buy back the stock as opposed to the other principals? And they say, well, what's the difference between the two? Well, there's a huge difference between the two. This takes a little bit of tax wonk speak, so excuse me. You know, the old joke, by the way, when Hawkins wrote the book, Brief History of Time,
which I still don't understand.
I got past the prologue where he said, my name is, and after that I was lost.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Well, his publisher said to him, he said, you use any equation in that book, we're going to cut your royalties by half. So he was allowed 1, which is E equals MC squared, which meant something when I was a kid, but nonetheless going on. So again, I'm always